Hey all my crafty friends, back with another install of hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 2023. Wah! Say that 5 times really fast. I am going to introduce you to all of the goodies and then we'll get started. So Sweet Pea Papers, Terry Lee and myself are sponsoring this collaboration. We have, with all of us, there's 16 people doing beautiful Christmas stuff. So Sweet Pea Papers doing a giveaway. Go over to her website, Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, sorry, not website. Go over there and get her information on how to do all of that. I have a little special going on at my store right now. If you go in and spend $15 or more on product, you will get a free yard of lace. In my first video, all of this is under a playlist. So if you go to the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 2023, you go to my first video in that playlist and you'll see the lace. I think I've shown it a couple other times. Oh, here's a bit. There's the ivory, the cream, and the pink. Get it this way. It's really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, then there are also a lot of our other collaborators. They have Etsy shops. Please go and check out their Etsy shops and be kind and wonderful and things like that. Check out everybody's channel and all that stuff. So I'm also doing a raffle for the collaborators, okay? So if you go to my shop and spend any amount of money, it doesn't matter if it's $5 or $50, you spend any amount of money and in the message you say, hey, I'm doing, you know, Terry sent me, or Jovi, or, you know, I mean, we got Rhoda, we got all kinds of beautiful ladies doing stuff. If you say they sent you, then they get put into a raffle. I have 2 prizes, but one of them is just because they're participating, and then the other one is they're going to, whoever gets the most people saying they sent them, they're going to win a prize. So yeah, so do that, you know, if you want to buy something. I'm not very good at being a commercial, so other than that, that's it. So let's get started, guys, okay? Bye! Hello, all my creative friends. I hope everybody's doing all right out there. We are back to getting page 4 done. We did this one just a second ago. And but one thing is I did take another page and cut 4 more of these. So I took an 8.5 by 11, cut it down the center at 4 1/4, and then cut it across at 5 1/2. And then I used a 1/4 inch across the short side. And so I added 4 more. So I have 8. So it's really nice. 8 of those. And then our little lid. So, but before we get started, I had a little play on, you know, spending some money. Not too much, but, you know. This is from Lorna, who is Tailor Made Journals. And she makes her own stamps. And I want you to look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? If you guys are ever looking for stamps that you can use in collages that are just out of this world, you go to Lorna at Tailor Made Stamps. And I'm sorry, Tailor Made Journals. And she even cuts these herself. So, and the packaging could not be more adorable, right? I mean, talk about somebody who uses, all her stamps come like this. Somebody who uses this cute little thing all the time, you know? Yeah, it's super cute. And then the little merci, and handmade stamp created by Tailor Made Journals. So, yeah, she creates them and cuts them out. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm not going to open this up because you can see she stamps all of her stamps on the front in gold. It's so pretty. Okay, and then I went to Jody Lewis Creations. Could not remember the last name. I knew it was Jody something Creations. And she is in the collaboration. Oh, and look at all the little goodies. Oh, she's got a nice little card, Jody Lewis Creations. So there, that's got her Etsy shop and her, what was it? Oh, she does custom orders and her YouTube channel on there. So that's great. Get, oh, a couple little nice library pockets. Love those. We might even use them. And then a State Alterations on the back. So little tickets for the getting your clothes cleaned and stuff. All right. So I had a little play in her shop. I have a couple others that I shopped at too, but I haven't received those yet. I tried to hit everybody, but you know, you only have so much money to go around, right? So, but I will. Oh my goodness. These are even prettier in person. Yeah. Gorgeous. She loves napkins. And, oh, this one looks like it's got, 4 different birds. Isn't that one pretty? Yeah. And this one has the same on both sides, but that's beautiful. Oh, I love these long ones. Finger towels, I believe they call them. That's pretty. It's got the hummingbird. Oh, wow, look at all those beautiful bright flowers and butterflies. Very nice. Very nice. Ah, that is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I believe that's I don't know what that is. I don't know my birds as well as I probably should. Oh, so pretty Christmassy, and it's the same on all 4, so I got 4 of them. I'm glad about that. And then here's a Christmas tree and a snow globe. Super cute. I think I did that backwards here. Yep. Go this way and then this way. And, oh, look, that's just soft, pretty kind of watercolor effects. Ooh, now this really goes with what I'm doing right now, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll have to remember that. And there, I think it was Judy. Was Jovi? No, but I can't remember. There's Jules. I'm trying to remember everybody's name. But it was either her or it was probably Jody, since it's hers. She did an envelope out of this and put this on the front of the envelope. It was so adorable. So adorable. Oh, look at that. Oh gosh, I really love that one for a winter scene. So pretty. Always love the poinsettias. You can't go wrong. And then they've got the pretty white flowers. And, you know, just having plaids. Gotta love them. Oh, and we've got holly. And mistletoe. Yep. Pretty. That's even a nice, both poinsettias. Yeah, it's the same. And, oh, look, it's even got pine cones on it. Beautiful. Oh, I like that. It's so simple. I love that. Oh, penguins playing with the presents. And actually, because some of them are like holding purple, it's red, I mean, that's red, but it's green and yellow. I mean, some of these could probably, there's pink with a little star on it. You could probably even do that as a birthday thing. I don't know, if they have a winter birthday. And then the cute little snowman. I love them. Thank you so much, Jody. I appreciate it. Loved flipping through your shop. Okay, guys. Now, to work. I'm getting attacked. Okay, now on this side, I had a plan last night when I closed up shop, and I can't honestly remember what it was. I was so tired. I even took a 2.5-hour nap today. That 3 days of garage sailing just kicked my butt, and it was over 90 degrees. I was just, what the heck are we doing? But there were 6 families, and together we made over $1,000, so it was nice. It was nice. I'm fixing to do this, and I don't even know what I want to do yet. Okay, so let's see. I've been watching some of, trying to catch up on all the videos, and I'm trying to think of something that somebody did that I want to do. Well, I want to do a lot of them, but let's see. Wow. All right, so I think one of the first things that I want to do is I want to figure out what, for this one here, I have decided that this is going to be the front, this page here. I think this is from Dreams, Etc. One of her Christmas kits. Honestly, can't remember which one, and I'm sorry about that. Sorry, Jen. And some of these, and then I wanted the other side to also be kind of like this. So maybe we'll kind of try and build a page around our Santa Claus here. So this is the top. So we've got Santa, which I think this is from Keon's, which I don't remember it, so it may have been added to later. I don't know. But I believe it's from Keon's papers. I could be wrong, though. I've been known to be wrong about a lot of things, apparently. Okay, so I want to do Santa. Okay. Let's see. Will this work? Yeah, I'm going to have to make it because there's not really much more left to the page. So we'll make this work. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this the size down that we want. So I'm going to put a 1/2 inch go ahead and clip just so I got them done and I don't have to worry about them. We're going to make a huge side pocket. So I want to line this up with the flushed with the top, which does have a gusset on it, so make sure that you're not getting a false reading, because it likes to wiggle around on you. And then I'm going to take my pencil, make a mark where I want and then we're going to cut off at a 1/2 inch. There we go. So at the garage sale, one of the people that was at, they all came to our house. I got one of these. It's got 2 pockets in the front and a long pocket in the back. So this is all of my Christmas paper strips and, you know, so I'm loving it. It's like, oh my gosh, I can totally use this. I totally can use this. And she goes, well, she gave it to me. She had $1 on it. I said, no, I'll pay you. She goes, take it. Okay. I don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to put this away. And I'm going to put this away for a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and just open this up. I want to figure out where I want this. I think, so I'm going to cut this right here. And that is approximately 1/2 inch from the end of the Santa Claus, okay? He's just so stinking cute, it's not even funny. This is the Santa Claus image I grew up with, you know? And so he is like my favorite Santa. I love all of the old vintage Santas and stuff, but this is my favorite type of Santa image. Okay, so I cut off the white strip and I am cutting where I marked, and I'm going to get these other 2 little white strips off, and then we'll worry about sizing it. Okay, so I definitely want to have as much Santa on here as possible. So I'm getting my little black edge on this side and this side, okay? That's what I'm doing, trying to make it look, oh goodness, all of a sudden hiccups. I think I just am so dehydrated that it was just, it was hard moving today, hard moving. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clamp down so that I can keep that right where it's at, because that's where I'm going to want to glue this down. So I'm so bad at cutting straight, so I think I'm going to start with the cutter, and I want to make this where some of Santa sticks out. So I'm going to cut right here to just before his red hat. Then I'm going to pick up and I'm going to cut right there. So we can get his whiskers in, and I'm going to fussy cut all the way around here. And this way I only have to do it once. Oh, wait a minute. I really should be, yeah, it'll be fine. We're good. We're good. So I'm just going to, I know this is kind of water marked down, but I'm just going to try and make it make sense. Let's see. We've got trying to figure out where that's his eyebrow and his little eye face thingy, and then we've got his bright rosy cheeks and his mustache and his beard. There we go. I think that it's very simple, but I think it'll make a nice little statement. I'm going to throw those 2 pieces away, and I'm going to put that in my scraps. Okay, so now we can take this off. I can mark where I need to cut the bottom. Okay, whoopsie. And then I'm going to set this back on here and get my little black edge around Santa's face. And then I'm going to mark where I need to cut so I get a little black edge on the back end. There we go. And those little pieces I usually toss, unless I am really tight on paper. And all this I can print more of, so I'm not really tight on paper. All right. So there we go. I love it. Looks like it's fairly even and straight. All right, I gotta ink it though. Gotta ink it. And then I gotta get my... So we're going to start with the pocket. Well, I did start with the pocket. Alright, so there's that. Before I glue it down though, what am I going to add to this? Let's see what I've got in my scraps. Now, each one of them gets a piece like this. So, so I'm going to do a flap. Let's get the page back. This is the top. This is going to go right here. And this can go right here. Let me go ahead and get it the proper length. Whoopsie. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make myself a quick little pocket here. So I also need to put a 1/2 inch going to cut at an angle and then cut the score line off just straight down. There we go. And then I will, let's see, just want to make sure. Okay, so we have that like that. I want the pocket on the inside. So I think I'm going to give myself a little 1/8 of an inch because I want to be able to, you know, put things in my pocket and not really have to worry about them. This is going to be a very simple page. And I went ahead and I made the 1/8 of an inch down so that I know that if I cut that score line off at that 1/8 of an inch, gave me a line to go by because you know how well I do straight. Okay, and usually with the 1/8 of an inch it's easier if you just pinch it over. Alright, so that gives me a little bit of room because I got a pocket here too, even though I'm just going to glue it down on both sides. I've also got another idea that I want to do, and I can't remember who I was watching. I've been watching, trying to catch up because I have been so far behind with all of this stuff. And, okay, so let's go ahead and assemble. I did not cut this side. There we go. Gonna put our Santa Claus pocket down first, and that is on the spine side. Let's go ahead and do our Stay away from your score line, because that is a score line that is going to be used a lot, and you don't want it to damage your page. Now, open everything up before you burnish so that you're not crushing your gussets. You always have to watch out for those gussets. Okay, so there's our Santa Claus. I'm just going to kind of slide him in momentarily. Now, I'm thinking, well, that's not going to work because I got to do this and this. So, all right. So I'm going to push down just the first score mark, just the first 1/2 inch, so that I can see the edge that I want to go. And I didn't clip this one. Yeah, I'm clipping one and not the other. I don't remember not doing that. Okay, so I want to get this right up to the edge. There we go. I'm going to burnish. Open. And just make sure that you got underneath your Santa head area pocket, because it's a little tight quarters in here. I'm not used to making this small of a book, but I am enjoying making this small of a book. You forget sometimes that they don't all have to be huge. And I'm just literally going to glue each edge of this little pocket down. It's just going to be, you'll be able to get quite a few things in it. Take this out from underneath my work. Well, why don't you want to stick for me? Ding. Stick! It's good glue. Stay. Okay, so we have this pocket and we have Santa Claus. On this end, I wanted to try something, and I cannot remember who I was watching that kind of inspired this from what they were doing. And I think this will have enough room. I'm going to make this the same height as my page. So I'm going to first cut that. And then this side. Okay, and then I'm going to make it as wide as I can, just to use up this scrap. And it looks like it's going to end up being I can't really tell. It is 1.5 inches, which is 3.8 centimeters. All right, and so 1.5 inches is 3/4 of an inch is the halfway mark. So I'm going to, at 3/4 of an inch, which is right here. Nope. Yeah, that's 1/4, half, 3/4. But that doesn't look right. Oh, because it's not 1.5. It's like 1 3/8. I'm going to go right. I'm going to go at 5/8. And that'll be good. Okay. That's fine. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and close this up again. This, and this. And put it up for a second. All right. All right, let's see. not super straight. Not super straight at all. I'm just going to put a new line in here. Good Lord. Sometimes you wonder, you know? You're looking exactly at what you're doing, and until you start playing around with it, you think it looks just fine. Still not, but it's okay. It's just a teeny bit off now, but that's okay because you're not really going to see both sides at the same time. All right, so one thing I want to do is this across one side, and let's see which side is, this one's a little wider. So I like to try and start in the center, and I just eyeball it. And this is a little lighter paper than the cardstock I'm using, so it's a little easier. And I'm going to go all the way across on both sides. Let's see, right here. Line up so you can't see any white. The cream color or whatever. You know how you line up. I did do a video once on stamping, on punching, I mean. That if you're having problems, it might help you. We'll see, you know. Okay, and I am going to save the little black sparkly, you know, little black snowflakes. Okay, so my sparkly paper is right here, and I want to put my sparkly paper on this side. So I'm going to see how much I need to cut off. I could probably cut off this side and still have the length that I need. Okay, and I want it to come, see, I get it over the edge and I can't tell if I'm where I need to be. Okay, I want it to come right there. Okay, let's give this a cut. And just an FYI, if you have problems with your cutter or your blade is not real sharp and you just haven't gone around to gotten to getting another one, that this you can cut it better if you put the glitter side down than if you leave the glitter side up, because then it's kind of just cutting paper. I don't know. Somebody else had told me that, and I tried it, and it did seem to work better. But if it's a sharp blade, it doesn't matter. Just going to put a little bit of this Fabri-Tac because I find it works a little bit better on the glitter side of the glitter paper than, you know, the art glitter glue does. Alright, so we're going to put this right up to, but not into. Push it down. Make sure it's getting all the way down into your corner. Just be careful if you you know, have little pieces that when you're pushing that glue down that you don't damage some of your little pieces. And then we're just going to cut this down. Well, honestly, I don't think we even measured this to the page yet. Did we? Did I? Did I? Oh, I did. Okay, so there is that side. Now on this side, let me go ahead and put, because I got to do some figuring. So I'm going to put my lids on. I'm trying to be better about that, because then I don't get as many sticky glue things. Okay, so what... I wish you guys could see how many different how many different beautiful things I have to choose from here. Let's see. Okay, so we have this Santa Claus. I have see what else might work. This could work. No, she'd have to be too far off the page for that to. So I'm thinking maybe Santa's going to be the best. Oh, and it's actually going to be this side, like this. So let's see. We have that, or we have Santa, or... Oh, she's so adorable. I honestly, at this point, I could not tell you whose these are from. Not in the least. I've printed out so many, but I've told you guys which ones I've been using. So, now that one's just kind of scary. Oh, what is this one? Isn't he adorable? Okay, make a decision, Lisa. Let's go with her. Okay, that's enough of all that stuff. All right, what do I have here? This is a piece of gold paper. I could use that. I've got a couple of tickets here. I've got a bell. That would be nice. I've got, let's see, December 25th, Christmas Day. I'm not quite ready for that one yet. What else do I have in here? Okay, that's it for that one. Okay, so I could use the last little bit of that I have. And I know exactly which one I want. Baby, it's cold outside. She's all snuggled up. I'm gonna love that, yes. Okay. I'm gonna clean this up. It looks like that was what I was ripping off with the ruler. Found it very freeing, but then when I go to use it on my mini album, I gotta clean it up. Gotta clean it up. Come on. That looks like it's pretty even. All right. So, I'm going to make this piece the same height. Okay. That can go back in the scraps. So I'm going to put this on here. Now, do I like... No, now I've made it thinner. I don't want that. Okay. So I am going to ink this up, and I don't know why I cut that way, but I put a little angle on it. I'm not going to worry about it because it's going to be covered. Okay. So it's getting very obvious to me that I am not going to finish this on time. But it would have been the first year that I did, and I swore to myself I was gonna. But I don't know, about midstream, I got very disheartened with some things that were going on in my life. And it was just kind of hard to pick myself up and keep going. So, you know, you just do what you can do. And as long as you're true to yourself, you know, and you treat yourself with respect and honesty, you're probably going to end up okay. I'm okay. We're all okay. All right. So there is that. And if you guys, because I just thought of it, I said I really haven't shown you guys what I'm doing. So this will fit right over this. And so one side is going to have a cluster with a lot of pretty things, and then this other side is going to be like this. So, it's, and then you can glue it down, you can put a paper clip on it so that if, you know, and have a little, but because this is on the side of the spine, I'm not going to put a paper clip and maybe dangle something from it. But then again, I could too. Let's see, and I've got lots of beautiful paper clips. See, I do have this one that I pulled out. And this is a beautiful paper clip, and it's gold. Where did I just... Oh, here. And I have a gold one in here, a regular paper clip. What else do I have? I thought it would be a good idea to dump all my paper clips in one spot. Yeah, it's not really a very good idea. You tend to use what's on top and, you know, just say, whoa, it'd be like getting new paper clips once you get down another layer. Okay, but I just thought it would be easier to play around with without worrying about damaging anything. So I'm going to have her, I don't know, the bell is going to be too large, so the bell will not work. I could put her up here a little bit more, and I can have Baby It's Cold Outside, and she could be standing on it. That's adorable. I've got these little Christmas tickets. So we're just going to get some stuff and have some fun here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Okay. So, get this inked up. And let me see. Where are you tonight? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. My twirly thing won't twirl and I don't know why. Something probably got hooked on something and then pulled it out. And oh, I was going to, oh here, let's just use this. I want to put, like there's snow laying on the sign there. And let's do a little bit here and a little bit over here in this corner. And we can drop it down a smidge. And I have my, somewhere, here it is. We'll go ahead and get this working so it can dry. And this is Elizabeth Craft Designs Warm Diamond. I swear this stuff just lasts forever. You know, it just like, so that's really cute. God, where can I put this? Put it over here. Whoa! Things are falling over off camera where you can't see. Yeah. I did do a cleanup on aisle 5 a day or two ago. You won't see it until after, you know, after the July stuff. But, yeah. It was in bad need of some help. I was drowning. I just want to slide this in here. I have a doctor's appointment to go see about my eyes, and I cannot wait because there's no telling what I've been missing. Sorry about that, guys. I am so dehydrated. Okay, so I need to find something beside the bell. So, let's see, do I have something? Oh, boy. That's so pretty. It's bulky, though. It is so bulky. But I will have plenty of room in between. I do have this, but I don't know that that's going to look all that good. No. As you can tell, I've pulled it out a couple times. I want to make a pocket out of this. Isn't that just so adorable? And it is velvet. And then got the jingle bells on it. It just, I said, oh, I've got to make a pocket out of that. I gotta. Absolutely. Okay, but what, stay focused, Lisa. Stay focused. Don't want any of that material. I have some of this. This is really pretty. Let's see. So I could put some of this down backwards. Put some of this down. Set her up here. Sit her on the Baby It's Cold Outside. Have a couple Christmas tickets. Save that probably for the outside or something. Do I like that though? Yeah, it's kind of vintagey. Which is not bad. We like vintage. Okay. And that's about it in that one. I think okay. I'm thinking I need some of this stuff too. This is bridal veil tulle, which is a lot softer and a lot tighter weave than the tulle that we buy like at Joann's, to me anyway. So I think I'm going to do some of this as well. There we go. I think I got it, yes. Boop. Okay. So we're going to be using our Fabri-Tac. Already inked this, but I have not inked my little girl. When I cut these, I usually don't ink them because I don't know what color ink. Well, it just got stuck. I certainly hope I've been recording the whole time, but if I haven't, hi. I just noticed it doing something funky over there, and I looked at it, and it wasn't recording any longer, so hopefully we got that. Everybody likes my little box. Me and my little box. Okay, so we're going to cut a piece of this that's going to be long enough. Put this back over in here. And I want the straightest edge here. Okay, so we're going to start. First, I'm going to put the tulle down. So I'm just going to run it on the edges. I'm sorry, not on the edges. Just down the center. And I don't want it hanging over the edge too much. We can get a little bit of overage, but I don't want, anything really hanging out the sides. And then I'm going to put a little bit more on top of this. Again, just kind of down the center. The kind of in the width of this. It's organza ribbon. I had it in my shop a couple years ago and I sold out, so sorry. But it's an organza with black and gold stitching. Really pretty. I think this came from a lady that had been, her mother did a lot of sewing and did costumes, and I just lucked upon her one day. We were talking and she said, "Oh, I've got all kinds of that stuff." And I, of course I went, "Oh, really?" As all of us crafters would be doing. So don't want to touch my glitter. But I think I need to somehow let myself know that she can start right here. I guess I'll just leave that and put some we're going to get this foot, this side of the body. And then I have to see how far over it's actually going to go. so I can get enough glue on. As much glue as possible. So right up the center. There we go. So we're going to get half of her on there. And I do want her, I want the sign up just a little bit. And I'm going to have her stepping on the sign. And I don't want that little branch hanging out. Okay, now this is going to take a second. I'm going to move this out of the way so it can dry. Gotta let that Fabri-Tac really grab hold because it's got 3 layers. Okay. Alrighty. Isn't that cute? And then let's see, we've got these little tickets. Oh, I'm trying to perforate them like they're actually perforated, and they're not. They're not perforated, they just look like they're perforated. That's how good Natalie is. She makes you just think they're absolutely perforated because she's so good at making these kits. And I think, well, no, I can't slide it under there, so let's flip it this way, and we can put back behind here. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to flip that around, and I'm just going to go ahead and use the Fabri-Tac. Since it's the only one I got the lid off of. And then I am going to kind of, not all the way just yet, because I don't know if I'm going to add something else. But I just kind of tacked this down on the tickets. Oh, that's so cute. So cute. I am worried about her leg, though. So I need something. Something. Let's see. Let's see what we've got in here. Got littler things in here. I think that's just going to take away from the baby. It's cold outside, so something that makes some sense, I guess. But I could, you know, I could just glue it down to the tulle. Not that that's going to give it, you know, a lot of support, but really, the paper clip, and I don't know that this paper clip will go on here without damaging everything, because this paper clip is super tight. Yeah. The paper clip is what's going to hold it on the edge. Oh, I didn't realize you could see all that. I didn't particularly like that, but, I mean, the only time you're going to take it off, I don't even know that you would take it off. There really was no reason to take it off, but it's going to be a nice tuck spot for behind this, and that's what I was looking at for the front of this. So this is going to be sitting here, and then we can tuck things into this, and you'll have the paper clip holding down everything. And then it's like, you know, tuck spot, that kind of thing. Of course, there's other papers and things on here too. Okay. Yeah, I think she's adorable. I'm quite pleased I chose her. Take that paper clip off for right now. Now I want to augment her a little bit more, make her really stand out. And I have been using a lot of my pens. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit on Santa Claus too. I think it was Natalie, the last video she did. And she was, I think it was Natalie. No, it wasn't Natalie. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. You guys just, you know, you get to pick and choose which ones, but they're all so good. But, you know, trying to make sure that they really know that we appreciate what they're doing. We want to watch and comment on every video, but it does get daunting. The task does get daunting. Okay, so let's see. Is this the right red? Yeah, so I just like pick a few little things and I make them a little brighter. Just make them a little brighter. Okay, so there's that. Oh, got a little bow here. All right. And then we've got some holly and berries, and I've been using my glitter gel pens, courtesy of my mama. Thank you, good Lord, for taking care of my mama. My mother loved to color in those coloring books as she got a little older, and she needed a creative outlet because she couldn't just sit at the sewing machine anymore or anything like that. So we got her some really nice different gel pens, and this is the Stabilo. She liked these. They were very thin. She had tiny hands, and they were very thin, and so she really liked those. So yes, courtesy of my mama. Okay, and the white gel pen, this is the Jelly Roll medium. And then I'm just going to add some little lines. Don't get too long, then it doesn't, and kind of go up in between lines that you did previously. But it just adds a little bit of dimension, makes it pop out a little bit better. Okay, and we have this little fuzzy bit here. And then the hat. I just have it going every which way. All right, and that's good. Now before I put that away, I also like to redo their eyes. So I use my black, and I don't blacken in the white spot, because usually in these there's a little white spot where the light is glistening. I don't color in, oh, well, that was a little much. I don't color in the white area. I just leave the dot in there. So there's, I don't know if you can see, if you can really tell, but it does perk it up a little bit. A few things are a little brighter than like her coat jacket. I do want to use a little bit of my Wink of Stella. So I think maybe right along the edge of his white on his hat. And the flower maybe. Okay. Now for her coat buttons, I want to see what I've got here I can put on her coat buttons. I wanted pearls. Let's see. White pearls. There's some little white pearls somewhere in this grouping. Here we go. I think this is from Michael's Recollections, yeah. And tiny, tiny please. A little glue on the situation would probably be good. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's do a little touch. My mother was left-handed, and she taught me how to do things while I'm watching her, and she's left-handed. So as a little girl, I was kind of screwed up for a little while. Didn't know if I was left-handed or right-handed. But my right hand obviously is my dominant one, but oh, those little pearls are so cute. But when I first learned how to write, I learned how to write left-handed. Now, I didn't keep it up very well, but I can write with my left hand and stuff like that. So, yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right, what else can we do? Let's see, is my baby cold outside sign ready yet? Kinda, sorta. And I want her stepping on the very edge and then her toe. Well, so she does get a little bit of a support thing here. But let's doctor this up a little bit. It needs something more. I wonder, let me get one of the other little signs that we have that is that color. And let me see. This one says Silent Night, but I'm just wondering if I took my white pen and just put it on the outside. Just a little bit of a white pen on the outside of the letter. Yeah, it kind of looks like there's snow on them, so that's kind of cute. Sorry, quiet. Can you hear the crickets? I might have got a little crazy with a couple of the lines, like especially my C. But I like that. Whoops. But I'm also thinking I need some red and green in there. So, whoops. I have this little... Oopsie. Oh, that's a square button. I like different buttons. I love buttons. Okay, so we could do that. What else could we do? What else do I have in here? There's a little white one as well. Or I could do a couple of the pearls, and that would bring the pearls from her outfit down. Yeah. I think that's what I'll do. That one's really pretty too. But I like this deeper color. Okay. I happened across these at a garage sale one time. They're not vintage or anything, so I don't sell these in my shop. I only sell vintage buttons in my shop. So, yeah. I mean, if you can go out to Joann's and buy it, you know, you can get a coupon, you could beat prices easy from our little peoples, but so sorry. Okay, where am I on this? Ooh, hour and 10 minutes. I'm going to kill you guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and you get the idea of what I'm doing. This is going to be glued here, and I'll pick something to go across there, which will probably... because it'll only show about like that much. That's pretty. Or I have like this, you'd see about that much. And that's pretty too. So I have lots of options. Going to use my scraps first. That would totally work. So we'll see. And then when I come back, I'll show you what I've done here. But this is the build with this piece on it. So that is it for page 2, guys. I'm sorry I got so enthralled and just playing. Until next time. Love you guys. Bye.